What's up, TCR family? It's your boy JD, and today we got the Raw recap. It was a beautiful Raw, but before we hop into WWE talk, I want to first introduce the crew. Today, it's me, JD. Right next to me, we got my boy Dirty Dan. Right next to Dirty Dan, we got RJ. And right next to RJ, we got Meechy Black back. He is
your
back.
boy Wagwan.
He got rid of the vid.
Yeah, I didn't got the vid. I don't know what it was, but I'm back though.
All right, welcome back. We missed you. Hey, y'all know what it is. It's TTR, the only place for your hot debates and hot takes. It's your boy JD, and here we go. We're going to get it started. So, to open up, the biggest thing of the night was CM Punk and Drew Mack, right? So, that was the highlight of the night, and CM Punk came out with a leather strap around his neck and basically challenged Drew McIntyre to a strap match.
I'm a child.
Me too. I was absolutely confused by this, but okay. So we have a strap match, and then Drew McIntyre comes out and interrupts, kind of, and does his entrance and accepts, and he says, "Okay, we're gonna do this." So, first off, the stipulation here in a strap match, it seems like you have to touch all four corners. Now, RJ said that's not typically how it goes, so we can dive into it a little bit. But that's what CM Punk said, and it seems to be a different version of the strap match. So you have to touch all four corners. I'm not really familiar with this, if I'm being real with you, TTR fam. So I'm gonna let RJ take this one off, and maybe you can kind of explain it. Even the other panel probably knows too, but I know RJ was very vocal about it. Typically, how does a strap match go, and how do you feel about this particular match going forward? And we'll dive into it.
Well, I mean, traditionally a strap match is just like kind of just your no DQ match, but instead of them a normal match, they are strapped together or they're collared together. They do dog collar matches and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Now, I've seen strap matches without this 4-quarter thing. The only one I can remember though was that they did when JBL had the WWE title
and Eddie Guerrero.
And I heard something that wasn't normal. They're just like, they needed something for JBL because JBL sucks or whatever. And I'm like, okay, relax. It wasn't that deep. But then because I said it in the text messages because I didn't hear him say it.
Right.
You got to drag him to all four corners and hit the buttons. That's just stupid.
Yeah.
And I blame Triple H because he wanted to do CM Punk MJF again so bad, but they ended with a dog collar match, and it was bloody and brutal.
Yeah.
He knew damn well he couldn't do anything like that with this. So why even do the strap match? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, it's gonna be so stupid and weird and cartoonish. I think it's gonna ruin the whole feud. I think I'm gonna be fully done after this.
Yeah.
Because they literally have big green and red buttons where it's like you hit it, it turns green, and then you go. It's just like that's cartoonish.
Yeah.
I'm determined this is a blood feud.
Yeah, me too.
I don't want to see them play a game show to finish this.
All right. That's great. No, that's a great comparison. That's what it sounds like. So let's pass it off to Dirty Dan. Dirty Dan, how do you feel about this moving forward now? Are you kind of with RJ? Do you feel like it will kind of kill the vibes for you if they do it? Well, they are doing it this way. Is it going to kill the vibe watching it play out this way? Because did you want a bloodbath? It was seeming that way, right? It was the build up to a bloodbath because CM Punk was so upset about the family thing and the wristband. So how do you feel?
They're gonna play it just like the MJF one. It's gonna be a bloodbath. It's like I already seen it.
Right.
We're just go there. He's just repeating what he did with MJF at this point.
Do you feel like
at this point, this feud is gonna finish off what he couldn't finish off with MJF.
Because
he got suspended.
Yeah, it seems like. So it's more. It's like recycled content.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, look, I know you guys don't like CM Punk. Right?
Go ahead. Do your thing. No,
I don't like Pepsi. I don't like Pepsi.
Yeah, do your thing.
I just said that.
Yeah, do your thing.
Anyway, I get that he's been long-winded on the mic, right?
Yeah.
But these crowds are crap. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like he's trying to tell a story, and this crowd is like, we're not cheering for nobody.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you're kind of right. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And
whether you like him or not, where you find him long-winded and boring, the crowd's not helping. This is like,
that's true.
Like, yeah, whatever. But I think it's gonna be a bloodbath. I don't think it takes anything away from it, because to be honest with you, WWE fans don't watch AEW. Let's just keep it real.
That's very yes.
The
yes.
majority of them don't
watch.
And RJ, you know I'm right.
Yeah.
The
No,
majority
no,
of
I
them
do.
don't-
I'm
yeah,
agreeing with you.
majority.
I'm
The-
sad
the-
because it sucks. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
like,
the majority of
it's
them
like,
don't watch it. So
Yeah.
it's not like they've seen the MJF CM Punk strap match.
That's very true.
So it's gonna be new to them. So
Right.
they might be wild by like, yeah, you know what I mean? But
This
Okay,
is cool.
so Meech, when I pass, I'm gonna pass this off to you now. Firstly, you can give me some of your thoughts. I feel like you probably feel more the same, but I want you to be the first person to predict a winner now. So going
Alright,
forward, we
gotcha.
have the strap match. Obviously, they're gonna be. We're expecting a bloodbath, possibly. They're gonna be together, so it's gonna be a lot of contact. Obviously, you would lean towards Drew being the more
Absolutely.
physical, right? You know what I'm saying? More
Yeah.
dominant. Where do you see this match going? Who do you think wins it? Is there any? How much entertainment is here? How do you see this all playing out in your eyes?
All right. So in my heart, I hope that we get the match that we deserve because we didn't get it at the last preview, SummerSlam, where it's supposed to be a bloodbath and supposed to beat the hell out of each other.
Yeah.
We ain't getting none of that. So I'm hoping that we're supposed to get the match that they've been building up to, which is supposed to be bloody as hell. But Drew wins. I really don't think we're gonna get the blood that we all want. I don't think we're gonna get the violence either. Maybe they're gonna beat each other like slaves. But besides that, I have no high hopes. I hope after this match, like we're just done with it because they killed it. To me, anyway, they killed it.
Yeah, I kind of agree. And for me, it was getting kind of drawn out and still anyway. Like this whole entire thing over like a wristband, like you know what I mean?
The bracelet,
It was
like
this
that's
bracelet
literally
thing. I
what
want you
killed
calling it
everything.
bracelet, yeah, wristband, bracelet, same
That's
thing.
what
but
killed
yeah,
everything.
Yeah, the whole bracelet thing was just like, it was cool to add a sentimental piece, but I don't think it was that. Like, as a man, just because again, you gotta sell us here. You have to sell us. As a man, I'm not snapping over that. Like, bro, keep it. Like, I have plenty of other things that are way more valuable. You know, like you gotta make this something valuable. Like, Drew should have went off the wall. Like, talked about the fam. Like, go whole haywire, like, almost like Gunther calling you shit trash. Like, it would then make sense at that point why you would want to. It just seems
at
like
least you could have taken out a wedding ring. I'm like, okay, we're going with something. You're taking a fan made bracelet. No disrespect to the fan,
no,
but like
that's a beautiful thing. Again, that's a beautiful thing. I'm not
but
trying
like,
to
let's
devalue
be real though.
but I know deep down inside, it's probably just like, bro, it's a bracelet. But thanks, like it's. I don't know. Okay, listen. So CM Punk and Drew for us, it's kind of died down. TTR fam, like we were super excited. I think a lot of us still kind of are. We'll see how it works out. It could turn around to be a really good match, but keeping it cartoony is not a way. Go ahead, Dirty Dan, to end it
that's
for
why I
us.
asked that real quick.
Yeah, do you think, King?
I think the reason they did this anyway
Yep.
is because y'all saying the first match didn't live up to the expectation.
Yeah.
And let's just be real. CM Punk's a small guy, so Drew McIntyre is naturally the bigger guy.
Yep.
So the one way to bloody him up and not make him look weak is put him in a strap match.
True. Somewhat.
yeah.
And I think CM Punk's winning. I don't think they're gonna have Drew win twice.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably.
point.
RJ, you can give me your final. Go ahead, because I didn't get your winner
Yeah.
either. Go ahead.
Oh well, I mean, I probably would assume Punk would win this one. My only main issue with it is that it's like you said, it's like they're redoing the MJF thing. It's like they didn't see the dog collar match. I don't think WWE's going to give us the blood we wanted this either, though. I think it's going to be a mild match, and
I would say mild
that's what
too.
I think will kill it.
Yeah.
If they do the blood and stuff, and they make it really violent, I think the 4-button thing can be ignored. But I just don't think we're going to get that. So that's the.
I think Triple H is down for it, man.
I hope he is
Ooh.
too. But I just until you're on Netflix week to week, I don't know if they're willing to they want to run that on TV though. That's the only issue.
Okay, I respect that.
I hope they do. I would love for them to do it.
I wouldn't be technically on TV because that's on Peacock.
Yeah, but they want to rerun the reruns on
Right,
this show.
yeah, of course.
But
Yeah.
why can't we just do black and white like back in the day?
I mean, the same reason why they cursed out "you fucked up" or "sloppy
I know,
seconds."
bro.
Yeah, just
That-
so, it's so.
Bro,
like,
literally, I was about to tweet yesterday when we were watching the Raw. I was like, USA, you finally grew up. As I'm typing it, they start
They
blacking
start
out. I'm
blacking
like,
out.
Blacked
Yeah.
out. I was
You
like,
had 2
oh, that's
seconds of
pretty
it.
bad.
yeah, like, oh my God, man.
all right. So it seems like CM Punk, Drew. We're all kind of going with Drew. Dirty Dan said, excuse me, CM Punk. I said Drew. Meech, you said
Drew.
So me and Meech were Drew, and then CM Punk is Dirty Dan and RJ. So we'll see what happens with during that match at it's Bash at Berlin, correct? That's the next one. So we'll see how it is at Bash and how that one works out. So on to the second big thing here. The New Day seems to be breaking up as well. When I say as well, I'm talking about Judgment Day. So, you know, another tag team seems to be maybe not breaking up, but shuffling again. So it seems like Odyssey Jones is making his way in, and it seems like him and Kofi have been hitting it off. And it seems like Xavier is a little bit on the outskirts here. And we'll start off with Meechy Black here. It seems like he's shaking his head a little bit. So I'll start with Meechy Black. So, you know, with Kofi tagging him as far as Jones, with Kofi tagging Jones in and not Xavier, Xavier gave a very stern look in the camera, but he seems to be going along with it for now. This is a little confusing for me. So Meechy Black, I'll get some of your feelings. How are you feeling about this New Day shakeup and Odyssey Jones coming into this?
Before I go crazy, I like to say Woods makes the funniest face when Kofi tags Jones, bro. Bro was so starstruck and stunned.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, who in the fuck? However, I think we're dragging this out way too long.
Yeah.
We have everything here. We have Karrion Kross, can't stand him, but we have his angle coming in, putting the wedge in. We have Kofi bringing in the new guy. Literally, Xavier showing the disgust that the new guy is here.
That's true.
And then, like, we have it all here. Why are we dragging it out another week? Like, what else do we need?
Disagrees. Third in.
Like, I don't get it.
We don't have it all yet.
What were you missing then?
Wouldn't it be like some kind of a shocker if Big E just helps Xavier?
Okay, but then, like, can we have not done that this week then? Do we have to go another week?
Yeah.
You're just saying that because you don't like Karrion. I understand it.
But
if you take away Cross and think objectively,
okay.
If Karrion Kross go away, I agree. But he's not going to go away. They're going to fight next week.
I just like to say I called this shit, okay? I said Woods was going to say what he said. You're trying to replace Big E, and you're not talking to me. I knew this was going to happen. I ain't gonna lie. I'm with you, RJ. I know. I hope they don't keep with the Karrion Kross.
Yeah.
Which I don't think they're going to keep up with it because
please.
He got what he got what he wanted. Xavier is going to turn heel.
Right.
And now they're going to focus on Kofi and Xavier. Whether it's Big E or not, I just think you can add Big E.
I think so,
to make it more interesting. Because
I think as long as he's healthy, obviously. Now, hold on, Meech.
I was just saying, if he's comfortable, that's what I'm trying to say.
All right, go ahead, Meech. Go ahead. Let me hear real quick.
I was saying, but if anything, if we're gonna have Big E like in this, we should have him be like a commentator since Pat McAfee's done Monday. You know, have Big E come in and everything happens in front of him.
He's not gonna be commentating. Dan already found out it's gonna be Joe Tessitore and
from ESPN. But I mean, he could be a guest host.
Okay, I understand.
Like, just to do it because Pat McAfee's gone. We don't know when the other bull's supposed to technically start.
No, you're right.
So we could work that angle. But besides that,
sorry.
Like I don't see why we need to go another week. Honestly.
I mean, I agree. It's kind of getting drowned out. So, RJ, you kind of agree as well. It's getting kind of drowned out. But what are your thoughts on Xavier Woods going forward? Do you feel like maybe he would be really good as a solo guy? Do you feel like maybe he needs a pairing? How do you feel about Odyssey Jones? Maybe how do you feel about all of this moving forward? Talk to me.
Xavier Woods has been a phenomenal talent the last few years. I actually remember watching him back in TNA.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes.
Xavier Woods, and
the real one knows.
Right. Like when I saw him in WWE, I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then you find out the New Day stuff. You're like, all right, I got to see the New Day come together, and it's like, I could see him getting pushed for the singles title, starting from IC up to world title eventually, but they don't have a lot of time left for that. And they keep making me wait a week to see Karrion Kross again. So I need them to kind of, and I know, Dan, you want to see where it goes. I also want to see it play out. I want them to hurry up because if you're making me take a very long walk for a short drink of water and it's Dasani water, I'm not going to watch you again. I'm not going to take that water.
Hey,
not Dasani.
You heard his wife. She pretty much made some sexual innuendo. As long as she keeps having sex with him, he'll be calm and cool, bro.
Yeah.
He won't be part of it no more.
Yeah, it's very true.
Well, he's relaxed enough. He just goes to the back and chills. Like, oh, yes.
I think Xavier. I think all in all, Xavier Woods is a very good talent. I think he can survive alone. I think he'd be cool if he's with another tag team. It's been wonderful to see what they built, but I do like Odyssey Jones as well. I like what he's building. He's like a new, bigger. I don't want to say bigger, but just a new Mark Henry almost. It feels like a bigger, but gee, he's a big guy, man. He's out here picking up big guys under, like just like it's crazy, like it's huge, man.
It took Triple H forever in the day to use this man, but like we picked him up at the draft, and bro has been in catering for like months, and now he's here.
Timing is everything.
2 years ago, I can't believe it.
Timing is everything. Timing is everything.
Oh, man.
It's his time right now, so that's what that matters. All right.
I hope he take it.
Right. I hope he keeps running with it. It seems like they're trying to set him up for a big run. That's why Xavier gotta something gotta happen. Regardless of Xavier or Kofi, we'll see what happens, but something will be happening soon. So on like the middle of the pack, the Raw, we had Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan. Dominic and Liv continued their feud with the Terror Twins, and Dom had to fight Damian Priest. He started off relatively scared, of course. I thought that maybe this would be Dom's shining moment, as we talked about last week and on our last episode, that, Dom has to grow up a little bit, and they have to make his character be a little bit more tough, I feel like, to kind of grow him out. We spoke about this at the last video, so if you want to, check it out. But he didn't. He was still kind of kiddish. He was very scared. Rhea Ripley got it, a hold of him. The whole thing kind of broke loose. His Finn came out, the new Judgment Day, Carlito, everybody. Everything went kind of haywire. So at the end of this, you got Rhea and the Terror Twins basically getting demolished, and they're taking pictures, and faces are all ugly. So I pass this off to my guy, Dirty Dan. Let's talk about Dirty Dom. It's your favorite guy here.
My fucking hero.
How do you feel? How do you feel about Eddie Guerrero's son going out his way? Going out his way and calling out Damian Priest and then getting help? How do you feel about this whole entire situation so far?
I've changed my whole perspective in a sense, because we said into the chat earlier, and that's how I was going to elaborate. Right?
Yeah, elaborate.
He does need to show more aggression. Yes. I just don't think Damian Priest is the right guy to do it with. I think I think the reason why they're doing it the way they're doing it, I don't think they're worried about Dom. I think they're worried about making Priest look weak. You know what I mean? If Dom gets some aggression.
Oh, I respect that. I respect that. So when it comes,
because when you think back on it, Eddie Guerrero, yeah, he was a legitimate heel. But when he wrestled big guys, he still did the whole,
he was nasty,
running around, that, blah blah.
Yeah.
So
I got the legs.
Since Damian's the bigger guy, and plus he just lost the title, I think they're more worried about making him look weak.
That's a good point.
Now,
I like that.
I felt like the whole Judgment Day showed aggression. Liv was aggressive.
Yo, she snapped. She looks really good.
No,
man.
Dom did the whole, act like he was scared thing. But I mean, he got his licks in. He did the frog splash.
He did. You're right. That was a beautiful frog splash.
Oh, his frog splash is great. So
yeah,
exactly what happened is exactly what I wanted to happen. They showed some aggression.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't make the group look fucking weak like they have been. You saw Damian and Rhea laid out, so anything could happen come the match.
Yep.
At this point, what happened? You don't even know. I can't call Berlin yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, right?
I hope Liv and Dom win.
Me too.
But it's down the middle right now. So that was great.
Meechy Black, do you feel the same exact way? I see you had a question or something to say. So go ahead, add on to it.
All right, so Dane, now we can actually have a conversation from earlier.
Yeah, do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I honestly agree with you. But I feel like another way they could have went about it, they could have killed two birds with one stone. We could have had the match partially, they ring the bell, Dom shows his in-ring ability, because we really haven't seen him wrestle for real. We just seen him jump people, do the frog splash, and then he goes about his day. We could have used that time to see what he could do in the ring, and then still have the Judgment Day come in and then still show their aggression. Like, we could have killed two birds with one stone.
Like that.
But I feel like we just wasted it, though, because now we have to wait till Bash to see Dom and Damian really go at it.
Okay, Dirty Dan, was that it?
That's the point.
Yeah, it's kind of the point.
What, to wait?
Okay. Huh?
No, I'm telling you, they're trying to build it up. At the end of the day, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody in the back of their mind is like, Priest is going to destroy Dom.
Yes.
And then when Berlin happens, I think people are going to be shocked at his in-ring work.
RJ, do you feel the same exact way? Do you see Berlin being Dom's possible big breakout? To maybe showing that he can do a lot more in ring and that he is that guy, or do you feel a little bit different? Talk to us and give us some of your opinions.
No, I kind of agree with Dan. I'm kind of on that side because I think at Bash in Berlin, if it isn't, Rhea hitting the Riptide to pin Dom, then I think it would be a good thing to have Dom pin Damian.
I agree.
Because it gives Judgment Day that big win. It's their young talent that did it, not any of their experienced vets or anything. I think that if you don't go the baby faces big moment way, I think you do give Dom that overall pin just for the bigger win he'll have. Plus his ego on that Monday Night Raw. Oh, he's gonna come up. I pinned the former chick. It's gonna be great. So I feel like it's fun.
And Liv's gonna be slopping him up.
Yeah,
yes.
That's the real win. Yeah. Who needs a title? That's all he wanted. I just feel like what happened this week with them jumping the Terror Twins should have happened last week.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like with them doing this, getting them jumped twice really messed them up because it did make them look a lot weaker. The people complaining about the two big star baby faces, they will be okay right now. They should have had this happen a week so that way they each have their lick in and it goes off that. But instead they made him get bullied twice because that's basically what happened.
Yeah.
And then this week it's like 5 people jumped these two. And I keep seeing this argument on Twitter where it's like, oh, well, 2 of them are Carlito and JD. You mean 2 very young, or not young, 2 older experienced wrestlers didn't get them? Listen, they are both, Damian and Rhea are 2 very attractive, big muscle people.
Yes.
In real life, if 5 people jumped them with zero intentions of making sure they were okay, they're like, we want to hurt them. They would get them. Yes. I don't care what you say.
All right.
So when in this world of fiction where you're writing a new group that you want them to look good, I don't care if one's JD and I don't care if one's Carlito. If 5 people jump 2, unless those 5 are scrawny, I'm talking unexperienced, toothpicks. Yeah. They were probably gonna beat them. So everybody can relax. They will be okay.
That's true too.
Now to keep going. I don't know what happened.
Keep going.
Yeah, finish it.
Nah, that's all I had nothing after that.
Go ahead.
Well, all these people that are talking on the internet, for the love of God, if you're watching this video, shut up. Yeah. Y'all talking all this shit fucking Carlito and JD are horrible. Yeah. They're good wrestlers. They just don't use them. Carlito's good. Yeah. They just don't use him.
That's what I'm saying. It's the problem.
They use him as comedy relief.
It's the problem. Yeah, it's the problem. It is
but
a problem.
Carlito can wrestle.
And that's exactly why I said you can't do the street trash thing, because then you're just giving less and less legitimacy there. It just sounds stupid. So let's keep them as Judgment Day, as they said, and let's keep it the way it's going. They're getting legitimacy and keeping the shit hot. Let's keep it this way. I'm enjoying it. Speaking of hot, on to one of our last conversations here. This guy, Bronson Reed, gonna tear y'all, okay? So, my guy behind me, Bronson Reed, Tsunami The Miz. Now, somehow The Miz escapes getting Tsunami 20 times, which is gross work. Okay?
Oh, grotesque.
He gets Tsunami'd and pinned, and it's a wrap. It's a no disqualification match. Bronson Reed wins again. But after the match, Braun Strowman comes out. Braun Strowman, let me say that a bit more. Braun Strowman comes out, and you're getting
we'll call it a face-off.
Yeah, I have notes in my hand. I had to put them down. So I'm gonna just go off the notes and just go how I feel. I'm a little confused here. Again, we talked about Brunson last episode as well, and we talked about maybe building his legitimacy. So we'll kind of build the conversation around that, okay? It's Braun Strowman, and we'll start off with RJ. I'm kind of curious about how you feel. Is Strowman the correct person to put against Bronson Reed at this moment? And do you feel like this is somebody, because we didn't mention him last week, is this somebody that can help push him forward, or just kind of just keeping him stagnant and saying he's beating another, big name or decent name? How do you feel about this?
Yeah, I guess. I think they want him spinning his wheels a little longer. I mean, could be a fun match, I guess. I don't know.
Not terrible, right?
Yeah, it just, I didn't like we said last time, I don't know what his end game is. I don't know if his end game is the
Right.
world title or what.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know. It's like
Why?
could be. I mean,
Right.
it's a thing to do, I guess.
Yeah, right.
Get TV
So
time.
so it just adds a name to it, right? Is that how you feel basically?
Yeah.
Yeah, just on
It's
his
another
way.
check.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So Dirty Dan, you feel the same exact way here. How do you feel about the Bronson Reed and Miz situation, and even the Bronson Reed and Strowman situation going forward?
At this point, I guess Triple H's thought is like, you put one monster with another monster who hasn't been on TV doing anything.
Yeah, two monsters. Yeah, you're
Nothing
right.
against Strowman.
No, but he runs
like,
around and then does the big thing. You know, like it's fun.
But he wasn't even doing that for a while. They had him
Yeah.
running around, grabbing people. Now he just hasn't been on TV. All of a sudden, he comes out and is like, I'm the guy that can stop the Tsunami World Tour. And there is not one person walking God's green earth that thinks Braun Strowman's going to win.
But oddly enough, don't they find themselves in the same situation? You feel like, aren't they kind of like the same person right now?
They're not the same person.
No, you don't think so? You
They
think
might
Bronson
not do
Reed
it.
Well,
might be?
if you want to ask me, Bronson Reed's a better wrestler than Braun Strowman.
So Bronson Reed's like
I
up here
agree
and
with it.
Strowman like down here. So then it really doesn't. Then it doesn't boost. It's not a name then.
Not to
Bronson
me,
Reed,
but
yeah.
I'm saying that's my thought with Triple H, because it's like, all right, you pair him with a big guy. Look, they put themselves in a corner.
A big guy. Just two big guys.
I mean, I'm
going at
saying,
it.
but they painted themselves in a corner, which is a good corner. It's like, once again, we already said this last time. You can't put him against Breaker.
Right, we said that. We did. Right.
You
You're
can't
right.
put him against Gunther.
You're right. It's true.
What
You're
else
right.
you
You're
got?
You're right. That's a great point. So, Meechy Black, do you think this can live up to other like big name fights? So I forget who the Big Show fought, but then the Big Show fight somebody and it wind up breaking the ring and all of that. Like, can we have something theatrical along those
I think it was Mark
lines?
Henry, wasn't it?
It was two big guys, and,
I think it was
and
Mark
the
Henry.
ring collapsed and whatnot.
Brock.
I think it was
I think it was
Brock. I
Brock.
think it was
Brock,
Brock.
yeah.
Yeah.
Brock.
So,
But I think they
so-
did it with Mark Henry too. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
there's
do
a
it
couple.
twice, they
So that's what I'm
probably
saying.
did.
Like maybe you do something like that to where Bronson Reed tsunami this man into the middle of the ring. Like that would be kind of amazing.
That'd be sick. I
That'd be
like that.
sick, bro.
Yeah.
I
Some of
feel
your
like
feelings. Go ahead. Yeah.
I feel like, I thought I knew what they were doing when they had him attack Seth. I'm like, okay, this is making sense. Then he attacked our truth.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
Hey, the fans were more upset about that than Seth. but go
I
ahead.
know. And I'm like, okay. So now, like, I can see maybe why they got Braun Strowman, because he's like a baby
big
face,
guy.
because
that
he
too,
was
yeah.
doing like running around the ring and helping protect, like, against a Judgment Day when there's super people, whatever. Maybe. So this will give Bronson Reed like the super heel that he needs to be.
Yeah. I
Maybe.
think the biggest issue, like honestly, was just like not even the biggest issue, but the biggest problem in this was Seth being injured. Like obviously, like if Seth doesn't get injured, at least you get. I mean, I don't know how far Brunson and Seth would have went, but at least you kind of get that match and like, oh, like Brunson fucking did it to Seth. Like whoa, like legitimacy like that, like that.
Seth
Just like
let's
that.
look back.
That too, but regardless, this feud would have gained Bronson like legitimacy like this. But the fact he got re-injured, you do it to R-Truth, it was kind of funny and it's a little bit comedic now, and then you follow it up with Braun Strowman. I don't know, it felt like it went from top tier to then mid, and then like boom. I don't
think we're that low yet.
If bro did not get injured, then Bronson could just stood here. But it kind of getting there. We said he can't do this for much longer and get away with
the
just
Tsunami
shock.
Tour?
Yeah, and like this shock
I
and all,
agree.
it's not happening no more. So,
I feel like he gotta get like a name, like an actual name now. Like he has to attack him with relevancy.
Right, I
Like
agree.
that's what he has to. After
it.
this Braun Strowman shit,
Yeah.
he has to get someone else.
We'll see who that is. And a few other things to just touch on. We don't have to have many conversations, but this is the Raw recap, so we'll kind of go over these. Sheamus defeated Pete Dunne in a singles match. That was pretty good. Randy Orton secured a win over Ludwig. Your guy took that L, big fat
It's okay.
L.
It's not how you start; it's how you finish.
I guess
It's
so.
okay.
Meanwhile, the women's tag team division saw Unholy Union retain their titles against Damage Control and Pure Fusion. So that was the whole entire Raw.
The
Meechy
stud
Black.
line.
Yeah.
The stud line.
Oh, also,
Yeah,
The
go ahead,
stud
Meechy
line.
Black.
Hold on.
Dan, last thing.
also the Wyatt Six. The Wyatt Six.
The Wyatt Six. Oh yeah, I'm sorry about
Yeah.
that. I did
Just
skip
skip
that.
over
Yes.
Damn, I can't believe I skipped that. That is absolutely terrible. I do want to talk about that as well, real quick before I forget. Chad Gable and Uncle Howdy going
Yes.
at it. Let's kind of play future now, and let's talk about Bash in Berlin. I know it was wonderful on Monday. It was beautiful to watch him give that kiss, and woo, that finisher was
match
gorgeous.
next week too.
So, what do? Yeah, they do have a match next week. It's not even Bash at Berlin. It's next week, isn't it?
Raw,
Okay,
yeah.
so I'm wrong. Okay, so it's on Raw. So let's talk about it. Let's play future. Let's talk about next Raw. Since this is the Raw recap, we'll end it and talk about next Raw. How do you feel about this match? And Dirty Dan, you reminded me, so let's talk about it real quick. How excited are you for this match? This is Uncle Howdy versus somebody, so it's by himself. How do you feel like this pans out? Like, how exciting is this? How entertaining is this? What do you expect?
Oh, it's gonna be crazy. This is his first match, and oh my god, I forget how long it's been since he's been in the ring.
A decent time.
Like 8 years, I think they
I'm
said.
about to say it's been a while.
It's like
Damn, it's been that
Look,
long.
man, Chad
It's been a
Gable.
while.
I'm gonna quote my boy. You should run because they're gonna destroy you.
Yeah, they're coming.
Now, here's the thing that just confuses me, right? I'm down for it, right? But to me, this is like a big deal, right? So why are you not putting this on the pay-per-view?
Yeah.
That's why I just said it, because like it just feels.
Now, don't get me
like
wrong. I
pay-per-view
understand
thing.
that it's been so long, so people want to see him in the ring. Fine.
Pay-per-view
Why
would
you
be perfect.
Why are you giving this away for free?
Yeah,
Because don't
yeah.
act like people are not into it. People are into it, man. So
I
I don't
agree
know
with you.
why you just giving us a free on Raw, unless there's some long term.
Yeah, situation.
You know what I mean? Like they're
Okay.
gonna put American Made against the whole group too.
I was gonna say
you know what I
that.
mean?
It's not a
Like,
bad idea. So I was gonna pass this to RJ with you talking about giving away for free. RJ, does this hurt the storyline because it's on free TV and because it's not built up into a pay-per-view to where it feels like a massive crowd? Because imagine putting those two out in front of, again, a crowd outside the US, because they'd be buzzing out there. So like, do you feel like it's almost a missed opportunity, or do you feel like, nah, it doesn't really matter? Like it's still Uncle Howdy. He's going to have an incredible pop no matter where he goes. Chad Gable. What do you feel like?
I think as we're progressing this, I think it's trying to give an opportunity for it to be seen more often. It could be that because maybe since it's the first time doing everything, maybe they want to make sure you can get every week's story thing without paying for the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Could be a thing.
Yeah.
So
Not a bad
it
idea.
could always be that. Like
Because AEW does that very well, to where you almost get pay-per-views for free. Like me and Meech be watching and just be like, yo, this was an amazing show. This was a top-notch show, top-notch whatever, and it was great. So I guess WWE could have that as well. Go Dirty Dan before I pass it to Meech Black.
what I feel like they're doing the totally opposite of what they did before with Bray. Bray was more like he became like more a special attraction. He was wrestling pay-per-views.
Right.
And then he would do the Firefly Funhouse and all
between.
this other stuff. Now it seems like they're going backwards, and it's like the Wyatt Six is going to be on TV all the time.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Which, I mean, once
That's
again,
good.
as long as it don't get stale, I don't care. That's all I'm worried about. Is that you put them on TV every damn week now.
Okay. So
You better have some good opponents and good stories for this.
Okay, that's exactly what I was about to get at too. So you make another good point. So when I pass it to Meech Black, here's my question to you to make it a little bit different. Do you feel like that also can hurt them? Do you feel like being on TV a lot can also hurt you, especially if you're not running the good storylines, or stuff gets stale possibly? So like, how do you feel like moving forward? Do you feel like having them on a lot is good, or do you feel like they should be a little bit more scarce and kind of here and there again?
I feel like what they should have done was we're doing the vignettes for a minute, and that was cool, the VHS tapes. And I was first to say, like, all right, we need them in the ring. We got them in the ring now. They should have kept doing the where everyone was going to see the therapist, and like they were speaking to Uncle Howdy. They should have did that for every single person.
I thought so
and
too.
not just stop.
Yeah.
And then, like, every couple weeks they either like attack someone, or maybe like wrestle, like one person wrestles.
I hear you, but maybe if not, because that'd be like way too long. But I feel like just get some type of backstory into each and every single character for people who might be new. Like, so, at least, like, again, like you said, if not every week, at least do like 2 characters a week, like have them combine or something. Maybe like to do it together, because I am a little confused. I don't know them all. Obviously, I didn't follow for that long, so I would like to get a backstory on each character as well. So I kind of hear you on that. That would be cool for newer fans to kind of get that. I do agree with that. Anything else? Go, yeah, one more last thing.
I got a quick question.
To wrap it up.
I'll pose it to RJ and Meech if you know the characters like that. Yo, who is Nikki Cross, bro?
So, she used to be a superhero. Believe it or not.
I'm just saying, bro.
She's Abby, right?
One minute she's supposed to be Abby.
Yeah.
Then you have Michael Cole calling her Sister Abigail.
Yep.
Then they went back to Abby. And then I posted something on Twitter, the YouTube video in the description. It says Sister Abigail attacks Maxine. Can WWE get the character right, please?
Yeah.
So wait, then who's Alexa Bliss then?
You could keep Alexa Bliss is coming, bro.
No, I said who is she? I know she's coming, but who is she then?
She's Abby the Witch.
Okay.
Nikki Cross got to be Abby the Witch because the Firefly Funhouse, there was Abby the Witch. They're all characters from the Funhouse.
Yeah.
So where they keep coming with this Sister Abigail, it's making me angry.
Because they don't read.
Yeah.
They don't read their own thing.
That's true.
It's like, what are you doing? I'm sorry. Go ahead. What's this opinion?
Yeah, that's right. That's okay. That's all right. Yeah, I understand. And I mean, that's something that you got to get right. And another thing that happened on Raw that I will end this video with was Jey Uso announced that he will be going for the Intercontinental title again.
Oh, God.
The worst time for him to finally get the spine and do it. He went from Gunther to Braun Breaker. Great.
Please, go ahead. Have a match with Braun so Braun can show you how a real spear goes. Go for it.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
I see what you did there.
Well, that was your Raw recap. If you made it this far, thank you so much. I hope you like, subscribe, and comment. Let us know how you feel about this past Raw and how amazing it was. If you didn't make it this far, you need some glitch energy in your life. If you had not tried it yet, you can try it and get a nice little discount when you use code SHOOT to win. So make sure you head over to glitchenergy.com. Listen, if you need a comfortable seat, we could do X Rocker. We got a lot of different sponsors out there. If you smoke a little bit of weed out there and you're one of those guys and one of those gals, make sure you head over to hightidepapers.com and you can use Shoot to Win to get a nice discount off of papers. Hey,
and they give you a little turtle if you order from High
Yes,
Tide.
I forgot about that. You do get a cute little turtle or like a nice little whale. You can get either one. So yeah, that's true. I know a lot of ladies love that. But anyway, until next time, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching.